मैं इनवाइट करना चाहती हूँ प्रोफेसर अश्विनी छत्रे सर को।
Respected Chief Minister, distinguished officials, ladies and gentlemen, and 200 of my closest friends. I want to build, and these have been great suggestions, I want to build on what has come before. Ajit pointed out to the power of crowding in private investment, and one of the principal functions of a state budget is to put in a rupee of public finance to crowd in private finance. And it is known to happen, and that is when state interventions are most successful, when it enables private capital to flow in with assurance that it will make money for the investors. I want to propose the constitution of a Jharkhand Bioenergy Mission. I want to point to the large presence of forest land that does not have forest. In the best estimates, it's about 1.5 million hectares, 15 lakh hectares. That is forest land but does not have trees. It's either open forest or no forest. This is right now producing nothing and is caught in a quagmire of regulatory tripwires and presents a fantastic opportunity. And the opportunity is the future of fossil fuel substitutes. Another opportunity, and I will talk about both of these together in terms of what it means for the state and for the budget. Another opportunity is about 1.2 million hectares of standing sal forest. It's 12 lakh hectares. Even at a conservative estimate, extremely conservative estimate of only 10% of the seeds that fall are collected and processed into biodiesel at current rates at which Indian PSUs, oil companies, are willing to buy at 70 rupees a liter. It adds up to 6 lakh crores. And that is a 5-year, and this is a standing wealth that is just going waste. It requires a concerted effort to convert that wealth into something that will directly reduce our emissions and put Jharkhand on the map of future of India's energy. It will not only reduce our imports, but it will build industrial capacity to convert that sal seed into biodiesel. Returning to my where I started, the potential 1.5 million hectares that has no forest is almost all of it, and certainly more than half of it, amenable to bamboo production because these belong to original bamboo habitats. And a lot of these were bamboo forests until very recently, as back as less than 3 decades ago. Bamboo grows very fast. The second generation technology allows us to create ethanol from bamboo at very high rates. Technology that is downscalable, where private investment is already crowding in, where international sources of support are looking for sources for ethanol, including the Government of India, where the ethanol blending mandate will go from 10% to 20% next year. That means by 2030, India is going to need to produce 1,000 crores of ethanol, and if biodiesel follows the same route, about the same amount of biodiesel. And that is just for a mixing mandate. As we progress towards our emission reduction path, India can become a beacon of hope for the rest of the world, and Jharkhand can lead that way. A bioeconomy mission for the state of Jharkhand fortunately does not require additional resources. It doesn't require the budget to create new line items. What it requires is a coordination mechanism, because the sal seeds already exist, the land already exists. There is a pool of central funding such as CAMPA and NAREGA and other centrally sponsored schemes that can be harnessed and targeted at specific landscapes where these resources already exist in extremely large numbers, using technology that is well used and commercially available for large scale application, and building on the current entrepreneurship that already exists, and where speakers from the Jharkhand Small Industries Association and ASSOCHAM and PhD Chambers of Commerce all are already present and active, that provides the opportunity for linking together private capital, public finance, and a market that is going to increase exponentially in the future, which is fossil fuel substitutes in the form of ethanol and biodiesel. I will close with an important caveat. The foundation for all of this, especially when one is talking about millions of hectares of forest land, is the communities that live in or near these forests. And they are also to be counted in the millions. They are also some of the most vulnerable populations, certainly in the country. And this is an opportunity to create a distributed model for jobs and growth, where these ethanol distilleries and refineries can be created at small scale at the block level, where procurement can happen from village forests. And a proposal that I would like to make is to create a state-level implementation mechanism for saturation of community forest resource titles that allows private sector to engage directly with communities in a formal manner through the banking sector, pooling in resources, both in terms of investment for industrialization and investment in production of feedstock, which is sal and bamboo. It doesn't require extra resources in terms of budget, but it requires commitment in the form of a mission which allows the coordination of investments from multiple different schemes and line items. I will stop there, and thank you very much for this opportunity.